Everybody, welcome back into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. It's time to talk about a little Terrebonne Foundation for Academic Excellence. One of the good things that we do in our community. They give grants to teachers that help out for public school teachers in particular. That man, there's always extra costs that go into schools and trying to teach kids nowadays. A lot of it comes out of a paycheck for a teacher. I know, I'm married to one, so I know. Ashley Barahona is here. She is the executive director with the Terrebonne Foundation for Academic Excellence. So, look, this is a great deal, and I know that any public school teachers really appreciate what you guys do, and been having more grants lately to hand out. Huh?
Absolutely, yeah. So we did a huge push after Hurricane Ida, and we did Adopt a Classroom, granting over $180,000 worth of teacher grants for those teachers who were affected with their classrooms being damaged because of Hurricane Ida. But then we opened up our yearly grant application process, which opened up in April and ran through August 31st. And from there, we had a group of committee members that selected the top, I guess, cream of the crop of those grants that were submitted based on the innovativeness and the need that we see currently in the community. So this year, we granted 3 innovative ed grants to 3 different teachers from multiple schools in the public school system.
Yeah.
So our first grant recipient was from Acadian Elementary School. Here we are, Miss Heather over at Acadian Elementary School. Her grant was to help the kindergartens, our little ones, in the classroom, and her grant will provide students with the opportunity to participate in hands-on reinforcement of skills taught through play during small group time. So our littles will get an opportunity to have some hands-on learning experience and just accelerate and bring a sense of innovativeness to the classroom. So our second grant recipient was from Grand Caillou Middle School, Mr. Matthew Walling. His grant was Can You Hear and See the Technology? And it was really a great way. He was very innovative in his grant by creating a way to have a sound system as well as a live stream so that music apps and students can learn differently. So he'll have a video camera and all kind of technology set up so you can actually see the different movements of a mouth when playing an instrument, and it can equate to a visual learning type of atmosphere. So it's going to be really neat to see that in action once it gets up and running.
Right.
And then our third grant recipient was Miss Angele from South Terrebonne High School. Her grant was a digital arts career project in which she'll use different forms of graphic design skills to help her students learn and pretty much enhance the classroom with the technology, kind of merging art and technology into one project, which is going to be really cool to see in action as well.
Yeah.
So in addition to these innovative ed grants, we also issued over 80 new teacher grants to the teachers in Terrebonne Parish in the public
That's a
school
great
system
start,
as
right.
well. Yeah, so these teachers have an opportunity. They get $500 just to purchase items that they need to supply their classrooms.
Right. Well, yeah. And look, there's a teacher shortage. So anything we can do to help them get in the classroom and make it a little easier to get people in to help out.
Yes, and our board was very generous this year. You know, most of the time our new teachers have to be a certified teacher, and we did see an increase of those teachers who are working towards their certification, just aren't certified just yet. So we suspended that requirement just for this year so that those teachers could have an opportunity to get that extra funding they need to get the supplies in their classrooms. So our board was very generous in passing that new
Yeah, just looking at those grants, they were all 4 figures, like 1,300,
Yes,
1,500.
yeah.
But you said $180,000. That's a lot of money that you guys are raising, and that comes from your foundation, raising money, and then having money that's now making money.
Correct. But the Adopt a Classroom initiative right after Hurricane Ida, that was a group of partnerships between the Bayou Community Foundation and many other businesses and individuals in the community that help raise those funds. With the innovative ed grants and the new teacher grants, that's from our big fundraisers we have every year, the 5K Run for Excellence being one of them, and from the investment into our endowment from GNOF. So we have been very blessed to say that we can continue to grant over $70,000 a year to these teachers that work so hard for our students here in our community.
Right. Yeah, the race is always a great time. That's in May.
That is in May, yes, sir.
And it's always a great time. Y'all been doing this for 32 years?
32 years, yes. And we still have some of the founding board members still sits on our board today. So their passion towards education and their commitment really shines through the fact that we can still do this year after year. In addition to that, we do a Dolly Parton Imagination Library, which for children ages 0 to 5 to help with that early development of vocabulary prior to going into school. And that program is it's pretty expensive, but we have over 3,000 kids a month that gets mailed a book, age appropriate book to their homes so that they in fact have that engagement with that reading so that they can learn different sounds and vocabularies prior to entering their school age years.
And it's an audio book?
It is a book, so parents read, so you also have that engagement between the parents and the child in that moment that they have at the night, whether it's going to bed or when they wake up in the morning, so that that book brings more than just words. It also brings that moment of quality family time as well.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm married to a teacher, so she got a big whiteboard out of it and really helped her presentation skills and being able to do that. People don't understand it. Sometimes you're sitting there with chalk and an old board sometimes, and it helps out so much to reach children on a different level when you use technology like this.
And we hope that, we can help alleviate a lot of the expenses teachers have in their own classrooms and bring an element of innovativeness that they may not be able to afford. And that's why we open up our Innovative Ed grant, so that if they have an idea, that they are not limited to financial means.
Great, man. So 3 great grants going out to Acadian, South Terrebonne, and Grand Caillou Middle.
Yes.
Man, we appreciate everything you guys do for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Ashley. We'll be right back with more Bite Time right after this.